You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids.
Please baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Goodhue Field in Lake City, Minnesota, it's the Lake City Loons hosting the Tomah Tigers of Tomah, Wisconsin. And now your host, Wally McCarthy.
And a good evening once again, friends. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. And we're broadcasting from Goodhue Field here in Lake City, Minnesota. Right on the banks of the Mississippi River. And Lake City Mayor Clem Goodrich is on hand this evening. And during the 7th inning stretch, he'll sing an original composition to commemorate the opening of Goodhue Field. And it is a perfect night for a ball game. 73 degrees at game time with a gentle breeze blowing in from left center. Let's take a look at the starting nine for the visiting Tomah Tigers. Prudence Jefferson will lead off in left field. Center fielder Schmitty Diaz will bat second. Batting third, first baseman Ernesto Stern. Right fielder Bruford Kaczynski is in the cleanup spot this evening. Bert Sessions will bat fifth. He's at third base. Catcher Clifton Santiago will bat sixth. Batting seventh, second baseman Vaughn Kramer. Shortstop Sharky Bush will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Giorgio Mullins. And the Tigers are managed by veteran skipper Yuki Fukuda. Those are the Tigers. Here are the Lake City Loons. Leading off, center fielder Franklin Vega. Batting second, left fielder Gloveless Joe Topanga. First baseman J.P. Primero will bat third. In the cleanup spot, right fielder Lamont Bradless. Batting fifth, third baseman Billy DeJesus. Catcher Jose Sunderland will bat sixth. Batting seventh, second baseman Nate Colbert. Shortstop Ford Stipe will bat eighth. And batting ninth, right-handed starting pitcher Pax Capriccio. The Lake City Loons are managed by Sam Belvedere. If that name rings a bell, Belvedere was a catcher for the Toma Tigers a couple of decades ago. And before we're underway here at Goodhue Field, producer Phil will draw a name from the fishbowl for tonight's Instagram winner. If you'd like your name to go into the fishbowl, head over to sleepbaseball.com and follow us on Instagram, if that's the kind of thing you're into. And tonight's winner is Emily N. Congratulations, Emily. We'll be in touch on Instagram to sort out the exciting details. And Crew Chief Tim Westerberg has signaled that it's time to play ball, so we are underway here at Goodhue Field. And Prudence Jefferson will lead things off against Pax Capriccio, righty against lefty. And the pitch. And he waves at a high heater. 0-1. And the 0-1. Lined into right center. And that one will drop in for a base hit. And Jefferson is aboard with a leadoff single here in the first. And here's Schmitty Diaz with a runner on and nobody out. Another righty-lefty matchup. And Capriccio from the stretch. Fastball misses high and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hit in the air to center field. Vega is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So a runner on first with one away for Ernesto Stern. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Hard grounder to second. Colbert to second for 1. Over to first in time. And that's a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. A quick half for Pax Capriccio here in the top of the first. It's Tigers nothing, Loons coming up, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, this is producer Phil. Everyone here at the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network would love to welcome the Lake City Loons into the fold. Now, you might be thinking that the Lake City Loons were named after the bird, but actually they were named after Lake City resident Daniel Loon, who was famous for his pirate hat and the $3 bowls of spaghetti he'd sell from his front yard. Tipping my hat to all of you here at the Lake City area. This is producer Phil. Thanks for joining us.
And welcome back with us from Goodhue Field here in Lake City, Minnesota. No score as we begin the bottom of the first. And Franklin Vega will lead off against Giorgio Mullins. Vega is a switch hitter and he'll bat left against Mullins. And the pitch from Mullins. And he looks at a curveball low and outside. 1-0. And now the 1-0. Hammered foul and into the stands. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Flared into left field. Jefferson drifting over. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And Joe Topanga steps in with 1 away and the base is empty. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Hard grounder to short. Bush is there, and he fires to first to retire Topanga for out number 2. And here's J.P. Primero with 2 down and the base is empty. Another righty-righty matchup. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And he does not offer at that high fastball. And the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Hit sharply to second. Kramer has it, and he flips to first to retire Primero to end the inning. Three up, three down for Giorgio Mullins here in the bottom of the first. And with one in the books, we are scoreless here in Lake City. We'll be back with the second inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy, late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
Top of the second here at Goodhue Field in Lake City. The Tigers will bring the middle of the order up against Pax Capriccio. And here's Bruford Kaczynski, a righty against lefty. And the pitch. And he does not offer at that outside fastball. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball down and in. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. And that curveball just misses the plate. And Capriccio falls behind, 3-0. And the 3-0. Curveball called a strike, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, and Kaczynski is aboard with a leadoff walk here in the top of the second. And Bert Sessions steps into the box with a runner on and nobody out. Sessions is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Capriccio. And the pitch. Sliced foul and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball high and outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses low. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and in, and Capriccio falls behind. 3-1. And now the 3-1. Curveball misses way outside, and Sessions will trot down to first. Back-to-back walks for Pax Capriccio to lead off the second. And Clifton Santiago steps in with runners on first and second and nobody out. And Capriccio from the stretch. Dribbled foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Lined into deep right field. Bradless is there, and he makes the catch. Kaczynski tagging at second, and he'll move up safely to third. So runners on the corners and one away for Vaughn Kramer. Righty against righty. And the pitch. And that one gets away from Sunderland. Sessions heading for second, and he'll slide in safely on the wild pitch. And the 1-0 to Kramer. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low bender. And Kramer is down on strikes for out number 2. And Sharky Bush steps in with runners on second and third and 2 outs. And they're going to intentionally walk Bush to get to Giorgio Mullins in the 9 spot. So the Tigers load the bases with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Still a scoreless game as Giorgio Mullins steps in. And the pitch. Bunted foul right side. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and Mullins strikes out to end the inning. The Tigers load the bases, but they do not score. And after 1.5, it remains Tigers nothing, Loons nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us on this perfect night for a ball game here in Lake City, Minnesota. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. Still no score as we begin the bottom of the second. And Lamont Bradless steps in against Giorgio Mullins. Righty against lefty. And Mullins' pitch. Fastball low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Skied foul and into the stands. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Diving stop by Vaughn Kramer, who's up with it and fires to first just in time to retire Bradless for out number 1. And now Billy DeJesus will step in with one away and the base is empty. DeJesus is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Mullins. And the pitch. Bunted slowly down the third base line. Tough play for Sessions, and he will not have a play. And that's a bunt single for Billy DeJesus here in the second. So a runner on and one away for Jose Sunderland. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Curveball called strike one. And the 0-1. And instead a toss over to first to see about DeJesus, but he dives back safely. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. And the runner goes. And that's a slider in the dirt. No chance for Santiago to throw out DeJesus, and he'll be safe at second. And the 2-2 to Sunderland. Fastball high and tight, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Curveball misses wide, so Sunderland draws the walk. Runners on first and second, nobody out for Nate Colbert. Colbert is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Mullins. And the pitch. And DeJesus on the move. Santiago fires to third just in time to get DeJesus. And he's going to be caught stealing for the second out of the inning. The pitch to Colbert was called a strike. So now a runner on first with two down. The count to Colbert, 0-1. And the pitch. Popped up right side. And that one will knuckle foul and into the stands. 0-2. And the 0-2. Looped into shallow right, and that one will fall in for a base hit. So Nate Colbert is aboard with a 2-out single. Runners on first and second for Ford Stipe. Righty against righty. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And he takes an awkward hack at a low curve. And Stipe strikes out to end the inning. Giorgio Mullins pitches out of a jam, and with 2 in the books, it remains a scoreless contest. We'll be back with the third inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
You know me. This is it, Uncle Hat. It makes sense that Lake City would have the finest water ski emporium in the world, because Lake City is the home of water skiing. It's where it was invented. I want to tell you about the good folks at Samuelson's Ski Shop there in Lake City. They got everything you need for water skiing. Skis, cable parks, life jackets, soft shell, you know the drill. Why don't you go on into Samuelson's Ski Shop and tell them that Uncle Hat said hi.
It's the top of the third inning here at Goodhue Field on the shores of the Mississippi River. It is still a scoreless game, and Prudence Jefferson will step in at the top of the Tigers' order against Pax Capriccio. Jefferson had a base hit in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Slider paints the corner for a called strike 2. And the 0-2. Curveball misses outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chopper to third. DeJesus is up with it, and he fires across the diamond to retire Jefferson for out number 1. And Schmitty Diaz steps in with one away and the base is empty. And Diaz flied out his first time up. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Slashed foul and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard grounder to short. Stipe is there, and he tosses to first to retire Diaz for out number 2. And here's Ernesto Stern with the bases empty and 2 out. Stern grounded into a double play in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. And he does not offer at that low slider. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fouled back and out of play. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider, and Stern strikes out to end the inning. Pax Capriccio sets them down in order here in the top of the third, and it remains Tigers nothing, Loons nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Gent Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quint Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Gent Fredner, Quid City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on this perfect night for a ball game here in Lake City, Minnesota. It is still a scoreless contest as we begin the bottom of the third. The Loons will bring the 9-1 and 2 hitters up against Giorgio Mullins. And Pax Capriccio will step in, righty against righty. And Mullins' pitch. Sliced foul down the first base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. A routine play for Diaz. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Franklin Vega at the top of the Lake City order. Vega popped out in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that curveball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Bouncer to first. Stern will have it unassisted. And he steps on the bag to retire Vega for out number 2. Two down, bases empty for Joe Topanga, who grounded out in the first. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses way outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. Bender misses low. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And that's a base hit into the alley and left. And Topanga is aboard with a 2-out single here in the third. And that will bring up J.P. Primero with a runner on and 2 down. And Mullins from the stretch. Bouncer to short. Bush is up with it, and he tosses to first to retire Primero to end the inning. The Loons do not score, and with 3 in the books, it remains Tigers nothing, Loons nothing. We'll be back with the 4th inning in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10 AV.
Top of the 4th inning here at Goodhue Field. Still a scoreless game here in Lake City. The Tigers will bring the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to the plate against Pax Capriccio. And Bruford Kosinski steps in. Kosinski walked in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Hard grounder up the middle. That one is past a diving Colbert. And Kosinski is aboard with a leadoff single here in the 4th. So a runner on and nobody out for Bert Sessions, who walked in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. He does not offer at that low curve. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fisted foul and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Slider runs low. 2-1. And the 2-1. And that curveball is called a strike. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. and Sessions is down on strikes for out number 1. And Clifton Santiago will step in with a runner on first and 1 away. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Chopped foul down the first base line. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. And Santiago strikes out for the second out of the inning. And here's Vaughn Kramer. Kramer struck out in the second inning. And Capriccio's pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And he takes an awkward hack at a high heater. And Kramer strikes out to end the inning. The Tigers do not score here in the top of the 4th. And it remains Tigers nothing, Loons nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee Riverwalk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections. Your confection connection.
And welcome back with us here in Lake City, Minnesota at Goodhue Field. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. No score as we begin the bottom of the 4th. The Loons will bring the middle of the order up against Giorgio Mullins. And Lamont Bradless steps in. Bradless grounded out in the second inning. And the pitch. fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fly ball into center field. That one falls into the gap for a hit. Bradless thinking too. The throw to second is not in time. And that's a leadoff double for Lamont Bradless here in the fourth. So a runner on second and nobody out for Billy DeJesus. And Mullins from the stretch. Bunted in front of the plate. Santiago has it and fires to first to retire DeJesus. But he moves the runner up as Bradless advances to third. And here's Jose Sunderland with a runner on third and one away. Sunderland walked in the second inning. And the pitch. And he looks at a low fastball for ball one. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls another one off. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low breaking ball. And Sunderland strikes out for out number 2. And now Nate Colbert will step in with 2 down and a runner on third. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball down and in. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. And Colbert strikes out to end the inning. the Loons strand a man on third, and they do not score. With 4 in the books, it is still a scoreless contest here in Lake City. We'll be back with the 5th inning after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
Top of the 5th inning here in Lake City. Still a 0-0 contest as Sharky Bush steps in against Pax Capriccio. Bush drew a walk in the 2nd inning. And Capriccio delivers. And Bush will look at a low curve. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball downstairs. 2-1. And the 2-1. Hammered foul down the 3rd base line. 2-2. And the 2-2. And that slider gets away from Capriccio. And Bush gets hit by the pitch. And he'll trot down to first. And that will bring up Giorgio Mullins in the 9 spot with a runner on and nobody out. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Bouncer back to the mound. Capriccio reels around to second for 1. Over to first in time. And that's a 1-6-3 double play. And here's Prudence Jefferson at the top of the Tigers' order with the bases empty and 2 out. Jefferson is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the first. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve, and Jefferson strikes out to end the inning. The Tigers do not score, and it remains a 0-0 game here in Lake City. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB specials 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
And we're back with you from Goodhue Field here in Lake City, Minnesota. It's still a scoreless game as we begin the bottom of the fifth. And Ford Stipe will step in against Giorgio Mullins. Stipe struck out in the second inning. And the pitch. Curveball called strike one. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a high heater. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. And Stipe is down on strikes for out number one. And Pax Capriccio will step in with one away and the bases empty. Capriccio is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air right side. And that one will knuckle foul and out of play, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Fastball misses very high. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Capriccio strikes out for the second out of the inning. And that will bring up Franklin Vega at the top of the Lake City order with 2 down and the bases empty. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Fly ball to deep right field. Kosinski drifting back. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Giorgio Mullins. And with 5 in the books, it is still a scoreless contest. We'll be back with the 6th inning in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 6th inning here in Lake City. Still a 0-0 game. And the Tigers will bring the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up against Pax Capriccio. And Schmitty Diaz steps in. Diaz is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. And he does not offer at that outside curve. 1-0. And the 1-0. Bouncer to second. Colbert is up with it, and he flips to first to retire Diaz for out number 1. And here's Ernesto Stern with one away and the bases empty. And the pitch. Chopped foul down the third base line. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2. Slider misses low and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2. Curveball runs inside. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And Stern is down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And Bruford Kosinski will step in with 2 down and nobody aboard. Kosinski walked in the second and had a base hit in the fourth. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball downstairs. Ball 2. And the 2-0. Fastball up and in. 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside. And Kosinski draws a 2-out walk here in the 6th. And Bert Sessions is due up with a runner on and 2 down. Sessions walked in the second and struck out in the fourth. And Capriccio from the stretch. Fastball called, strike 1. And the 0-1. Sliced foul and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Chopper to first. Primero will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Sessions to end the inning. The Tigers do not score, and after 5.5, it remains a scoreless contest here in Lake City. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Horn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Horn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's House of Sleep. Ed Horn.
And welcome back with us here in Lake City at Goodhue Field. It's Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. Still a scoreless game as we begin the bottom of the 6th. And Joe Topanga will step in against Giorgio Mullins. Topanga is 1 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Skied foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Looped into shallow left. And that one will fall into the gap for a base hit. And Topanga is aboard with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th. So a runner on first, nobody out for J.P. Primero. Primero is 0 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Another low curve. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fastball misses low. and Mullen falls behind 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Hard grounder to second. Diving stop by Kramer. He's up and flips to first to retire Primero for out number 1. That was a great play by Kramer to keep that one on the infield. Meanwhile, Topanga able to advance safely to second. So a runner on second and one away for Lamont Bradless. Bradless is 1 for 2 with a double in the 4th. And the pitch. Curveball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. And Bradless is down on strikes for out number 2. And Billy DeJesus steps in with 2 down and a runner on second. And the pitch. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And DeJesus strikes out to end the inning. The Loons strand a man on second, and they do not score. And with 6 in the books, it remains Tigers nothing, Loons nothing. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Winston T. Winston, president of WSLB Radio. I'd like to invite you to the Big Rapids Airport Lounge for a special night of fun and brevity with Frank Gilbert. It's WSLP night on the main stage, and fun is guaranteed for all. The 2-for-1 margaritas go well with the comedy stylings of Frank Gilbert and Fritz Ortega's Super Nachos. I hope to see you at WSLP night at the Big Rapids Airport Lounge. Save a seat for me, Winston T. Winston.
And welcome back with us for the top of the 7th inning here at Goodhue Field in Lake City, Minnesota. We've got something of a pitcher's duel going here. The Tigers and Loons still scoreless. And Clifton Santiago will step in for the Tigers against Pax Capriccio. And the pitch. And that one's hammered foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses inside. 1-1. The 1-1. And that one is fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Slider misses outside. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hard grounder to third. DeJesus is up with it, and he fires to first just in time to retire Santiago for the first out of the inning. And Vaughn Kramer steps in. Kramer with a pair of strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Roller to second. Colbert has it, and he tosses to first to retire Kramer for out number 2. And here's Sharky Bush with the bases empty and 2 away. Bush walked in the second and was hit by a pitch in the 5th. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hopper to short. Stipe is there, and he fires to first to retire Bush to end the inning. Pax Capriccio sets them down in order, and we are still scoreless as we head into the stretch. And now Lake City Mayor Clem Goodrich to sing his original composition, Baseball River. And the crowd does not seem to be very supportive of Mayor Goodrich's offering. And they're raining down a good deal of debris onto the field. And it appears Mr. Goodrich will cut his performance short. In any case, we'll be back in a moment with more baseball here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buckstop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buckstop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
And welcome back with us here in Lake City for the bottom of the 7th inning. It is still a scoreless contest here. The Loons will bring the 6, 7, and 8 hitters to the dish to face Giorgio Mullins. And Jose Sunderland steps in. Sunderland walked in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. And Mullins delivers. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball high and outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball low and in. And Mullins falls behind, 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch. Slider in the dirt. And Sunderland is aboard with a leadoff walk. And Nate Colbert steps in with a runner on and nobody out. And Mullins from the stretch. And he lays down a perfect bunt. Mullins racing over. The throw to first is not in time. And that's a bunt single for Nate Colbert. So runners on first and second with one away for Ford Stipe. Stipe with a pair of strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Bunted in front of the plate. Mullins has it. The throw to first is just in time to retire Stipe, but he moves both runners up 90 feet. So runners on second and third now with one away for Bartolo Johnson, who will pinch hit for Pax Capriccio. And they're going to intentionally walk Johnson here to set up the double play. Bases loaded for Lake City with one away here in the bottom of the seventh. And Franklin Vega steps in at the top of the Loons order. And the pitch. Hard grounder left side. That one squeaks through the infield. Sunderland comes in to score. Colbert heading for home. The throw to the plate is not in time. And that's a two-run single for Franklin Vega. And the Loons now lead 2-0. And that will bring up Joe Topanga with runners on first and second and one away. Topanga is 2 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Another low slider. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball misses just outside, and Mullins falls behind 3-0. And the pitch. And that curveball is called a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, and Topanga draws the walk. And once again, the Loons have loaded the bases. And some activity now in the Tigers' bullpen as J.P. Primero steps in. Primero is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Chopper to short. Bush to second for one. Over to first. Not in time as Primero beats the throw. And that will score another run as Johnson comes in to score. So Lake City now leading 3-0 as Lamont Bradless steps in with runners on the corners and 2 down. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Kramer calling for it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Loons break the ice, and with 7 in the books, it's Loons 3, Tigers nothing. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 8th inning here at Goodhue Field. The Loons lead 3-0. The Tigers will bring the 9-1 and 2 hitters to the plate against the left-handed Lake City reliever, Chad Rosario. And Simon Hashimoto will step in to pinch hit for Giorgio Mullins. Lefty against righty. And the pitch. And he looks at a fastball for a called strike one. And the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that breaking ball paints the corner for a called strike 3. So 1 away and the base is empty for Prudence Jefferson at the top of the Tigers' order. Jefferson is 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. and the 1-0. Curveball down and in, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Popped up over the plate. Sunderland is camped under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And Schmitty Diaz steps in with 2 down and the base is empty. Diaz is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit in the air to deep center. Vega drifting back, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Chad Rosario sets them down in order here in the top of the 8th, and it remains Lake City 3, Toma nothing. We'll be back with more baseball after these words on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Ed Uncle Hat for Ed Horton's House of Sleep. Ed called me up the other day to help get the word out for his going out for business sale. Seems Ed fell asleep at the wheel there, and the pole barn is stacked to the rafters with mattresses, headboards, lamps, these new gummies they got there behind the counter. They're supposed to help you sleep. I tried one the other day, and I slept like a baby. I woke up every 3 hours. That's an old joke. Actually, I slept for a day and a half, but that's neither here nor there. They don't have essential oils at the moment because of the mishap, but Beatrice is fine. Anyway, come on down to Ed Horton's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horton's House of Sleep. Ed Horton.
And welcome back with us for the bottom of the 8th here at Goodhue Field. Lake City leading 3-0, and they'll bring the 5, 6, and 7 hitters up against Tigers' left-handed reliever, Miguel Rockford. And Billy DeJesus steps in. DeJesus will bat right against Rockford. And Rockford's pitch. Dribbled foul down the third base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he looks at a bender for a called strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses low. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And DeJesus is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And Jose Sunderland steps in with one away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Slider misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Grounder to first. Stern will have it unassisted. And he steps on the bag to retire Sunderland for out number 2. And Nate Colbert will step in with the bases empty and 2 down. Colbert will bat right against Rockford. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball misses low. 1-1. And the 1-1. And he does not offer at that low curve. 2-1. The 2-1. Fastball paints the corner for a call. The strike 2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And Colbert strikes out to end the inning. Miguel Rockford strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 8th. And it remains Lake City 3, Toma nothing. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10.3 AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
Top of the 9th inning here at Goodhue Field in Lake City. the Loons lead the Tigers 3-0. The Tigers will bring the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate against Chad Rosario. And Ernesto Stern steps in. Stern is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball high and away. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike on the corner. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses very high. 2-1. And the 2-1. Grounder to second. Colbert is up with it, and he tosses to first to retire Stern for out number 1. And here's Bruford Kosinski with the bases empty and nobody on. Kosinski has walked twice and singled once this evening. And the pitch. And he does not offer at that low curve. 1-0. And the 1-0. Slapped foul and out of play. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs. 2-1. And the 2-1. Slider in the dirt. And Rosario falls behind, 3-1. And the pitch. Hammered foul down the first base line, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Slider misses just a bit outside, and Kosinski is aboard with a 1-out walk. And Bert Sessions will step in with a runner on and 1 away. And Rosario from the stretch. Fastball called strike 1. and the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play, 0-2. And the 0-2. Hard grounder to short. Stipe to second for 1. Over to first in time to retire Sessions. And that's a 6-4-3 double play to end the ball game. So the Lake City Loons take this one at home in their league debut, and they win 3-0 over the Tigers. Final score, Loons 3, Tigers 0. For the visiting Toma Tigers, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. And for the victorious Lake City Loons, 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Ax Capriccio is the winning pitcher this evening. Giorgio Mullins takes the loss. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.